Okay, she forgot to turn the heat press on. Are they talking junk already?
Hey guys, welcome. And Patrice and Eve, thanks for being here. Welcome to you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If anyone is new here, if anyone's new, I'm Marilyn. My channel's Making with Marilyn. And then Patrice, who's getting ready to take a drink. That is Patrice, and she is Craftable Things. That's her YouTube channel. And then Eve of the Baby's Booty has a YouTube channel. She also has a big rhinestone business that a lot of us participate in. And so tonight, though, we're going to do some sublimation. Are you guys making faces?
I was.
Tonight, we're going to do some sublimation and some lasering. And we're not going to be here a real long time. But we did want to come on and visit and just see how everybody's doing. So let us know what you're working on, how you're doing, and thank you for being here. So before I get started, though, I want to show off something that I did a video on, and I haven't published the video yet, but I want to show this real quick. Look at my scissors holder.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
I want one of those.
Right.
Well, I know somebody that can tell you how they made theirs, or you can watch the video. I'm hoping to do the intro either later tonight or tomorrow and get the video out tomorrow. I'm going to get the video out tomorrow.
I'm going to make
but yeah, and here's what it is. So it is, and I can attach this down if I want to, but I just finished this just recently. It is, it's PYD Life Sublimatable Acrylic. Let me just take all these out. And this is what I'm going to use for one of my earrings tonight. I bought this maybe 2 years ago. I don't know. Got it off Amazon. And the back of it is what you sublimate on.
Mm-hmm.
So when you cut it, if you cut it with this clear side up, see it's clear. Mm-hmm. If you cut it with the clear side up, you're going to use your cut file just normal. You can cut it upside down. If you cut it upside down, you're going to mirror your cut file. But you are not going to mirror your design file. So basically, your design goes on the back, you flip it over, and you press from the top.
Okay.
So anyway, and I made this box. You'll see a little bit of me sawing. The video really isn't about making the box because honestly, if I lived near a Hobby Lobby or Michael's, I would have just gone and bought one. But I don't. So anyway,
they have a box?
Do what?
Do they have a box?
I think they probably have unfinished stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
I'll show you what I really wanted to use, but it wasn't deep enough.
From the side so we can see just how long it is.
I know, but look, Patrice, she keeping secrets from us.
Crafty
secrets.
I want this.
Crafty secrets.
So
it ain't right.
No. So Marilyn, can you let everybody know because Marilyn said that she cut this with her laser. Even though it's sublimated, but because it has that clear part, it cannot be cut with the diode.
Right. And so it is, I hope that it's just kind of inspiration. So maybe you don't have a CO2 laser, so maybe you cut it out of red acrylic or dark acrylic, or maybe you cut it out of wood and paint it.
Makes sense.
You can do unisub and sub on top of that.
Yes, that was another one. So years ago, let me move this over. Years ago, I got these old antique drawers out of a sewing machine cabinet.
That's a good idea.
I would have loved to have been able to use this, but it's just not deep enough. And so what I did was, let me see, where's my little prototypes? I started cutting little slots to see what size I needed for the different types of scissors because they take different sizes slots. And then I did a final prototype on a piece of wood, and then I finally cut this out. So this is pretty big, and this is oak. We had scrap oak in the garage, so I went and cut that. And so I am going to get a couple of like cabinet pulls, and I'm going to put handles on the side.
You're so clever.
This.
We want to see the box.
Okay, this.
Hold up the box.
This is 12 3/4 inches by a little over 8. And then I painted it. I just used spray paint because I didn't want to deal with,
Okay.
But yeah, it's big. And it's really taller than it needs to be. But that's how wide our wood was. And I didn't want, I don't run the, what is it that you rip it with, the table saw? I don't run the table saw by myself. And, but I can run the chop saw by myself. And I just wanted to do it. So I did it. But I think I love it. And look, it says Making with Marilyn.
Yes.
Yeah, girl.
It looks adorable.
Thank you.
And I have scissors all over the place, so that would be fun to make for me.
I was cleaning out my top. There's another pair right there. These are usually in that room. I was cleaning out my top drawer here, and I was like, how many scissors do I have, and why do I just have them all stacked in here? And so this is what I came up with to do it. But I'm loving it.
That was cute.
Thank you.
Too. Dem said that you can look at Dem's being an overachiever. You can label what each pair is going to be used for, is supposed to be used for.
That's true. And I probably should have had some extra slots so when I buy more scissors. But here's honestly what I thought. I don't need that many scissors out. If I buy more scissors, I'll sub in a pair of scissors and take a pair of scissors out.
But it's so deep, Marilyn, that you could use that and just store your scissors at the bottom.
That's
true. Now, right now, it's open at the bottom. But that is an excellent idea. That is so smart because you can pull the top out and get the extras. Yeah. Yep. And
that is so neat. That is a neat idea.
Thank you. Well, hopefully the video will be out tomorrow. And again, I don't go into detail about how I made the box because I'd buy a box. But I do go into detail on, the other stuff. So
I mean, that would give me a reason to use my miter saw. Like just I don't mind having the dimensions because I could just go to you.
Well,
and mine is battery, so all I gotta do is bring it right on out the other room. I'll cut on my leg, so I don't care.
I know you will. I know
we'll get it cut and get it made.
So scary. Okay. So scary. The way I came up with my dimensions is based upon the scissors that I wanted to put in it and the sizes of slots that I had in it. And then I ended up making it a little larger because I thought, well, I don't want to cram together. And so
did you cut the acrylic or it was already that size?
No, I cut the acrylic. So and the acrylic, I'm going to use the scrap from it tonight. Oh, where did I do? Okay, here it is. Yeah, here's the acrylic.
That's so cool. That was such a cool idea, Marilyn.
You can make a picture frame out of that now, Marilyn.
What?
You can make a picture frame out of that scrap piece.
I'm going to make earrings out of it. You could. That is so smart. You could.
Like a Polaroid.
Have it personalized down here.
Yeah. But no, make your face is looking real slim. Fitting in. Okay.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's see. Let me say hi to the first people that got here, and then we'll keep going. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Hello, Laura E. Thank you for being here. Hey, Unbiased, welcome. Hey, DB. And Marta, welcome. Hey, Sharon. Hi, Laura E. And Penny, welcome. Hey, Judy. Welcome. Hey, Addie. Hi, our Lovelanders. Karen Murray. Up Designs. Kelly Wyatt. I saw Kelly say something about driving through the eye of a hurricane, and it was so peaceful. I was like, oh, my word.
No.
It's like, get out of that hurricane. Don't go into that hurricane. Hey,
Right.
Marlene. Hey, Retired Crafter. Hey, Bobby. I wonder if Fern is on here. I need to let Fern know. Hey, Marlise and Ethel and Jesse. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Diane. Hey, Jennifer Ricci. All right, I'm going to start scrolling. Hey, Geneva, because we have a few earrings to make, and we're on a time limit tonight. Hey, Anna. So let me scroll. Welcome, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, so I see Fern. I saw Fern's name. So I think it was Fern who reminded me that I hadn't put the instructions on my mug rug in the group tab. So thank you for letting me know that. I started working on those today. And for that reason, I didn't take the mug rug down. So if you're a channel member, it's still there, and it's going to be there for a few more days because I'm going to get those instructions up. I'll send out a Facebook notice. I'll probably send out a YouTube notice, and then I'll leave it all up there for a few more days. So Fern, I appreciate you letting me know that, because I know when I started, if I didn't have some type of instructions, I'd have been lost. Well, I usually had Eve and Patrice here telling me what I needed to do, and that's the only way I made it through it. So, hey, Donzel. You're welcome, Fern. Okay, so I'm going to try to make 2 pairs of earrings. One pair is going to be using this Sublimation acrylic, and I'm going to cut this on the X-Tool P2. That is a 55-watt CO2 laser. And then the other pair, I'm going to try this. This is called Unisub board. This is one-sided. Patrice, is yours double-sided? And Eve?
I have both.
No,
I have
it's
double-sided and one-sided.
Okay, so some of these come double-sided. I looked on Amazon. I didn't see a Unisub board on Amazon, but I did see that PYD Life has something like a Unisub board. So I have that linked below. I have not used it. Hopefully I'll get some, order some soon and try it out. But I wanted to use something like this on my We Create. Hey, Stacy. So that I could let you know if or how a diode laser does with this. And I think it'll do okay, but we're going to find out. So that's what I'm going to do tonight is a couple pair of earrings. Mine are going to be Easter themed. What are you ladies going to do?
I'm going to try to find what I'm gonna try and find some earrings. Knowing me, probably something from Creative. Oh, those are cute. Probably something from Creative Fabrica and Sublimate. But I only have the Unisub board.
Mm-hmm.
So, and look, I forgot I've used Unisub to make earrings before. So I completely forgot about that. So they're right here.
Did you use a diode for those?
Yes, it was diode.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to do this P2.
Oh yeah, it'll be fast. It'll be real fast. So mine are just going to be basic oval shape, but you could also cut out more intricate ones and just sublimate patterns on them if you wanted.
Okay.
Eve, make earrings that match your headband. Oh, that's a cute idea.
That would be cute.
Tiana, that's a really cute idea.
Yep, that would be cute.
And Patrice, what do you think you're going to do?
I'm going to make some, well, I probably will do some more depending on our time since we're on a strict time limit. However, I'm going to make bunny earrings that matches that cute little bunny with the little bill pop.
Good. Yes.
Match my shirt.
Good. Yeah, I'm going to make one pair of bunny earrings and the other, it's a cross with the word faith in it. But my bunny looks a lot different than your bunny, so it's all good. It wouldn't matter if they were the same.
Bunny, practically twins, mud trees and pud trees.
Right.
Practically twins.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna name you Perilyn.
Parallel. So when I'm over here, I'm parallel.
Hilarious.
You're on my channel. You're Matrice, and I'm Patrice.
Yeah, Paralyn and Matrice. What the heck?
Perfect.
All right. Now I'm going to also try to, for a little bit, or Patrice, you know how to do it. Do you want to share your screen? Do you want me to share my screen?
You don't have my screen because I don't have my. I'm not on the laptop, girl. You know.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to share my screen just to kind of show you the process of how I'm going to do this. Let me go ahead and put this in the laser. Eve, I was telling Patrice I got like a 20-foot USB extension cord.
Mm-hmm.
So that I can just stay at my table instead of have to have my computer over there, because I don't do it wirelessly just because our wired is going to be so much more stable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna hope that this actually works, because when I tried to share my screen a week ago, it wasn't working.
Oh, if you need me to do it, then tell me.
Hopefully it'll be okay. Let me kind of look at things before I do, though. Let's see what the heck I have. Let me see. All right, let's see how this goes. Let's see how it goes. So I know in South Texas they were having a lot of rain. Are you guys getting rain?
It's been raining in Texas?
Yeah. Lots of rain. Okay, let's see if this works. It worked. It worked. Well, hopefully. So far it's working. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do, and hello to everybody coming in, Vanessa, hey Porgy Town, Renee, thanks for being here. Hey, D. Smith. I am going to go to Creative Fabrica, and let me just look and see what I found. Okay, so here's one of the earrings that I want to make. Thought those were really cute. So it's just a flowered background with the word faith on it. And it's going to be, I think, in my downloads. Yeah, right there. Whew, messy, messy, messy. All right, so now that we know where these came from, let's go ahead and open up Silhouette Studio. So this is actually a PNG file, but I'm going to use this PNG file to create also an SVG, a cut file. Yeah, and isn't her dress so cute?
Thank you, Rachel. In my short dress era, girl, yes. In my showing legs era.
It looks adorable. Okay, so I'm just going to drag it over. And then this is something you can make it whatever size you want. I kind of like a little bit larger earrings, but I'm going to stay kind of in the middle. And let's make this 2 inches. My proportions, as you can see right here, are locked. So when I hit enter, the width is going to change as well. Okay. Now let's make this larger. Got to click off of it, and then I can zoom in some. What I like to do is I like to make my sublimation design a little larger than the earring blank. That way, if it's not laid down on there perfectly, you don't have any of that white space on the outside showing. So let me copy and paste this. And then I'm going to go over here to the fill panel, and I'm just going to turn this all black. Then I'm going to go up to Object, And is it already a compound path? That's interesting. Convert to path. Let's try that. Okay, so this is 2 inches. So I want this a little larger than 2 inches. Let's just go 2.1. That way, if I put this on top, you're going to see a little bit all the way around it. Maybe that's a little too much. Let's go 2.05. And we'll try this again. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm just going to save this. I'm surprised that convert to path. Let's see what happens if I say release compound path. Huh. Okay. Hopefully it's a compound path now. So let's just save these. Save as. I'm going to save them. My desktop is atrocious. We're going to save it as an SVG. And we're going to say sub earrings faith. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make my cut. So I'll go to Xtool, open up that software. Oh, here's my cut file for my scissors. 6 days ago. So whatever day that was, that's, I guess, Fridays when I made them. Okay, so I'm going to say new project. And then here's where you can add a file. So I'll say, I'll click on that. What I call them, sub earrings faith. Let's bring that in. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and ungroup these. See, when I click off and back on, they're grouped. So I'll go right here to ungroup. Click on that. And then let's see, is this 2 inches tall? It is, so it's the right size. And then I'm just going to delete this because I will print it from either Silhouette, Inkscape, or something else. Okay, so click on that and delete it. Now I need to add a little hole for my earring. I could have done that in Silhouette. I didn't. I'll show you here how you can do it. So if you go to shape, click on that, and then basic shape. Let's look and see what else they have. Here's a circle. Now I usually like to have my earring hardware holes about 0.08. What do you like to use?
I use usually whatever is in the file. I never thought about it. Oh, Marilyn, I actually haven't.
Have you ever?
Is there a set size?
What?
What'd you say?
Is there a set size for the earrings?
No, not really. But I like, if I'm using a certain kind of hardware that the wire is real thin, I like 0.06. The type of hardware I'm going to use today, I like 0.08. Mm-hmm. So there's really not a set size. What'd you say, Patrice?
Yeah, it just depends.
Yeah. And if I said 0.08. 0.08. And notice this came in red. This red circle's not going to show up on that red. So we're going to change this to black. So you click on move to, we're going to move it to a black layer. Now I can drag this over. Now I have to have, there we go, the little crosshairs show up, or it's just going to stretch it. And it looks pretty good. You can center it with the software, but I think it automatically centered it when I dragged it over because there was the line up and down. I like to have enough room above it that there's about the, okay, so about the size of the circle is also solid above it. So I'm going to move this up a little bit. I don't think that's quite in the middle. Let's just select both items. And this is your alignment feature. Click on that and we'll say horizontal align center. Okay, I don't think it moved, so it must have been in the middle. And I'm going to go up with this just a little bit. Now, just like in Cricut, if you want to, you can actually tell this, that's definitely going to be a hole, and you can cut it out in the software. But if I group those, I know it's going to cut there, and that allows me to change my mind if I want to. So I just leave it there. I don't subtract or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do Command C for copy, Command V for paste, and I have 2 earrings. All right, so I'm going to have to turn on the machine, and then we'll look and see what this looks like. So it'll take a minute for it to connect. You can always click here in device settings. You can see it's looking for it. Let's hit refresh. I'm also using this, there we go, this extension cord for the first time ever. So hopefully it worked, and it did. So you can click on that, and now it's connected. Now it wants me to go through some safety training. So remember I turned those black? They're going to be hard to see, but we're going to move them down on the material anyway. Okay, Fern. Thanks, Uni. Hey, Coretta. Hey, Kawanda. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in. And with the X Tool P2, you have 2 cameras. You have the main camera, which is taking a picture of the whole bed of the laser, basically. And then you have a close-up camera that will take a more precise picture. It's by the laser head, so the laser head will move over and it'll take a snapshot, and that's what we're going to do now. So here is the close shot. I'm going to click on that. And then you put your little camera where you want it to show, right here. You can probably hear the laser doing its thing. And you can see I have plenty of room to move over. Okay. And this is actually the edge of the acrylic. It just looks kind of weird there. All right, let's move that closer. And actually, sometimes with teardrop ones, I'll do this because you can get them closer and use less material than otherwise. All right, I'm a little close up there. Let's take a close-up shot again. And it looks fine. So I'm ready to go ahead and figure out what to use to process these. So I'm going to, let's see. Right now I'm on unknown material. I'm going to click on that. And then I want this 6mm white acrylic. That's what I used for the scissors holder that I showed you earlier. Oh, Evelyn, I love, love, love the honeycomb tray. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to click on the 6mm white acrylic, and I'll hit confirm. Now it's just giving you warning, be cautious, all that good stuff. I'll say got it, and now I'm going to go to cut. This is assigned it a power of 100 and a speed of 10. Typically, I would also do a thickness test. This acrylic, because it's clear on back and white on the bottom, it is hard for the laser to get an accurate thickness. If I wanted to do that, I would put a piece of white paper on the top or a piece of whatever color paper on the top. I would run the thickness test, and then I would take the paper off. Jacqueline, this is X-Tool Creative Space. I've used this material plenty of times, and I feel good about this. So I'm going to go ahead and say process. And it shows you the path that the laser will take. And then it shows you what is set to cut. a lot of the times you have multiple things on there. Have you seen how Patrice does like her rhinestone designs? She has a lot of things on the canvas. This is great because it lets you know, hey, if something's going to be cut, you don't mean to be cut right now, you're going to see what's going to be cut. So I love that. Notice it says 35 seconds. So I'm going to click start. It wants me to make sure the base plate is clean and pay attention to the material processing inside. It gives you some of these warnings when your speed is really, really slow. So I'm going to say, okay, process. I'm going to go over there, push the filter to come on, push the button, and then if one of you ladies want to talk about what you're doing, feel free to.
You need to do this side yet? I already cut out my. I'm gonna make these a little bit smaller because they're like 10 inches, not 10, 2 inches high by 2. So I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller because these are gonna be kind of large on my ear. I thought I wanted it to be 2 inches until I actually saw them. So kind of get. So I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. I'm still gonna sub these because I could either wear these as earrings or I can even use these as keychains and give them away as little keychains because you know my hole is kind of large right there. So, but that's it. It would be like, you know, my bunny would be cute. It would match my shirt, but I kind of want it to be a little bit smaller. So, but that's what I have. And this is the Unisub Sublimation sheet. I got these from Heat Press Nation. That was from Heat Press Nation. And I took the plastic off of the top, but you don't have to. I would say just go ahead and leave the plastic on so you don't have to clean up like me. I took the plastic off a while ago. This was a scrap piece that I had, and it kind of charted a little bit. So I'm just cleaning it off. You can clean it off with baby wipes or alcohol wipes, whichever you prefer. And it cleans it right off. Oh, nasty soot.
So I found some earring shapes that I did like on Creative Fabrica that I thought were super cute. They are roughly 2 inches wide, but 1.25 inches tall. And it's 2 pieces to the earrings. And my thought process was, because of the way the earring is made, my thought process was to sublimate one half of the earring with the Unisub board, and then the other half cut acrylic to hang to match the color of what I sublimate on the bottom of the earring. So that's the thought process. Now, whether that's going to turn out correctly the way I think it should turn out, we'll see.
It sounds cute.
It sounds really cute.
It sounds like it's going to be cute, but y'all know how it is when you on live and you're trying to do something new.
Yep.
Don't always work out. So right now I have it set to do 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of earrings. I wish I could. Can I share screen to show y'all?
Absolutely. Jess, you're welcome. You're welcome. Jess has been making my mug rug thing and she's done so cute with it. Nice. Hey, let me show this cut super quick, real fast, Eve. Okay, so when I lifted this out, this one fell out, the little holes in there. This one is going to come out fine. It just didn't fall out like that one. And then if the centers, and the centers often don't just fall out because they're so tiny. And it's not that they're still connected. It's just that they're kind of wedged. So that one's out. If I can see where to push. Okay, I can see it better from the back side. And then that one is out. So it cuts really nicely. Like Patrice was talking about, I had taken the protective coating off. So I have just a little bit of brown spots on the back. Let me show you that. And it's going to clean right up. There. Put that one up there. Okay. So I'm going to be pretty. Printing while you show what you're doing, Eve.
I did share screen, Marilyn.
Oh, I got you.
So this is the earring design that I found, and I thought that was super cute because I like the wood, and then the bottom part I thought was like really adorable. The ones that I picked were the round one right here, and then the teardrop once you put them together, I guess, for like a better description. So I like those two. Actually, I
Really
probably
cute.
should have did this one too because I like that too. Now I'm sitting here looking at it. But at any rate, these are the shapes. So my thought again process would be to do the acrylic, colored acrylic in the wood part, but the bottom part sublimated with a design, right? One of the problems I came up against when I brought this into um silhouette is it just to look at it, right? This design that you see on here, this is actually a cut file or an engraved design. So these designs come on these shapes, which I wasn't a fan of. That's not what I was trying to do. So I had to pull a learn from my teacher Patrice and do an offset of the circle to be able to delete this. I don't want that part. So now I just have a bare circle and bare things to cut to make my earrings now. But it wasn't like that before. I was sitting here struggling. So if y'all was like, why is she sitting there looking spaced out? That's why
You're
I
right.
was looking spaced out. But to show y'all a couple of the designs that I found on Creative Fabrica that I'm gonna try, I thought this was super pretty. The pink and that fluorescent pink and black. And then I thought this was super pretty, so I'm gonna print that one. I love Japanese art, so I thought that was super pretty. And try and find some acrylic to match. I thought this was really pretty. Try and find some acrylic to match. And the last one, but not definitely the least one, I thought that was cute.
Of course.
So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I know we probably won't be too terribly long on here, so some of these I'll probably do after the fact. But I thought those were super pretty, so that's what I'm gonna try to do tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the entire earring in unisub, and then I can pick and choose which part I want to do with acrylic, and then I have the other part to do on another pair of earrings later. If I want to. I thought, so that's what I'm gonna try. So, anyways, I'm going to put the unisub on the P2.
Nice.
I hope it works.
It's gonna work. It's gonna be wonderful.
We'll see. So I'm excited though because I do love I thought those earrings were really cute.
I do too.
Mm-hmm. Super cute. But thank y'all.
Patrice, what'd you decide on?
I'm doing my little bunny. I'm gonna print it out. I'm gonna make it smaller.
Oh, that's right. You said you were gonna do that. Here, let me make you bigger.
I showed it. I haven't cut out the other one yet.
Okay.
Because I'm just making it a little bit smaller.
Were they too big?
I like big earrings, but I don't know if I like big bunny earrings.
Well, yeah, true.
That makes sense.
All right. So I need to remember to mirror my design. No. No mirroring your design on this stuff that I'm using. Never mind.
Oh, I guess it would help if I cut the P2 on and the heat press because we got to press it. Let's see.
Smaller.
Hey, Tamika.
Cool. you know what, Patrice, I have a question I was going to ask you the other day.
What's up?
The I took the glass sticks out of the P2.
You took the which one?
I was struggling for a little bit trying to get the because I needed to cut something that was bigger than. Sorry, I was trying to cut something that was bigger than or taller rather than the bed. And I was trying to figure out how to do it, so I went and watched videos. I said that's what I should have been doing. Instead of calling the aggravate Patrice, just watch videos and figure it out.
You got
So I had to learn.
How tall was whatever you were making?
What is this? About 2.5 inches tall, big, thick. 2.5 inches thick. And so, but it's all right. I got it worked out. But it was like, bro, it took me a minute to figure this thing out.
Welcome to everybody coming in. And Unbiased said that purple elephant earrings would be cute. So when I made my box, my top was a teeny tiny bit. I mean, I would have been having to shove it in. So look at this little skinny strip that I cut out to get it to fit. It is so tiny.
Marilyn made it work.
Made it work. Right.
All right. Now.
Can I mirror that after I said not to mirror it?
You mirrored it?
I mirrored it after I said not to mirror it.
Okay, things happen. So you just saved those for another pair that you have to mirror. Always make another pair with your uni sub mirror. It's okay.
I sure did. I blew it up. I didn't think I did. I blew it up and I did. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I could use these with Unisub.
Oh, stress.
That's right. Life's too short to stress over stupid stuff like that.
Exactly.
I forgot what you made your bubblegum bunny into before, Patrice. What was it?
I just did a shirt.
A shirt. Okay.
Yeah, and so when I saw the shirt, I was like, because it's still over there, I'll show the shirt too. I was like, oh, you need to make earrings that match it. So when you invited us on, I was like, oh, I'm going to make earrings tonight.
Time to make bunny earrings.
Yep. To match. I might like the big ones. Yeah, let's see.
This light is bright over here. Hold on. Let's turn this down a little. Okay, you guys gave me the motivation to get my intro done on my scissors box
Yes.
video.
See it. We cannot wait to see.
Yeah, now I've tried this sublimatable acrylic. A few different settings.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see in the video. So before, when I was making, I've made earrings and tumbler toppers out of it before. And I think the most I went up to was 2 presses of 40 seconds each. And I decided to try 3. And it kind of worked. It worked a little bit. So in the video, I'll show you two ones that I made, because after it warped it and then I flipped it over to get the warp out, and then by flipping it over it took on the texture of the Teflon sheet. Anyway, I redid it and I went back to just 2 presses at 40 seconds. So that's what I'll do today. It comes out a little more vibrant if you do a 3rd press at 40 seconds, but it worked. Now earrings, they're so small I don't know that they would, but that large of a thing, like for the scissors thing, it did.
And you have the link in the description for that acrylic, right, Marilyn?
Yes.
That looks super cool. I would love to try it.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. It's a little more finicky than Unisub, but it is super pretty the way, you know, the effect that it gives. Unisub will be more vibrant. Let's see what Renee say. Renee must be doing something pink. She was talking about Shay Shay. I don't think Shay Shay was here when I was showing my scissors holder. I'll show it at the end too. It's pink. She'll like that. Okay, anytime you're sublimating and you have a ring, you know, you have ink outside, be sure and have plenty of stuff to protect the platen of your heat press, because that ink's going to go somewhere. So I have my press set at 360. I have the timer for 40 seconds. So I'm going to press it for 40 seconds. And then I'm going to rotate it just in case there's any cooler spots on the heat press or uneven pressure. Hey, Miss Becky. Oh, is your appointment tomorrow, Miss Becky? Your tax appointment? I have one coming up too. Gwanda says we're all 3 looking so serious, and the Eve is very deep in thought.
Yeah, because I got this thing, and it was, you remember I told you, or I was showing y'all that I had to delete the pattern in order to do the thingamabobby. Well, how about when I saved it, it saved it with multiple copies of the patterns some kind of way, even though the patterns are not showing.
Oh no.
In Silhouette Design Studio. So it's almost like they figured a way to hide the extras so that if you tried to do what I'm doing, it will give you a fit, in other words. Yeah.
Great.
So I'm trying to overcome that by doing an offset of everything. So I had to tweak it a little bit, but at least now I got it where I needed to be. But that was like, you low down dirty. But I understand the instance behind it to keep people from copying their stuff.
Yeah. Hey,
I totally understand.
All right. I really want to press these one more time.
Oh,
Yeah, that looks pretty good though.
Okay.
It keeps telling me that my material is thinner than something, but it's not. I think I need to clean out my machine. But it's not correct.
So, you know, I was talking about this clear acrylic that has a sublimation coating on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
When I was trying to measure it, I was getting that same error. And then that's when I put the paper on it and it did it. But I've had that error pop up multiple times and it's not. It's like I know I've cut cardstock before. I know you can do cardstock even.
Yeah, it's so weird.
And you just updated tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, I did an update. Oh.
So if you guys have heated acrylic before, like you can also sublimate on white acrylic. It gets very, very pliable. It gets bendable. So I'm going to let these cool off quite a bit before I try to take the paper off because I don't want to cause any bending of the acrylic. I also, when I brought it over here, I took a ceramic tile and I put the tile down to try to cool them down faster, and if they were at all worked up, to try to take that bend out. So I'll set those aside, and then I'm going to try to cut this unisub in the We Create. It's only a 10 watt, so let's see if that happens. Jess, have you ever cut unisub in your Vista? That's what I use it as, Mary. Yes. Ooh-wee. Kawanda, they're not. Nope. They're still pretty hot though. I'm gonna wait. All right, so let me find my other design. Oh, thanks, Mary. So this top, what is this top? The top is rainbow, and the rainbow is what changes colors. The bottom half is, I think, rose, and then I have some type of black around the outside. I think the one around the outside is transparent because it takes on the black of the shirt. And it's not jet black, but the rainbow rhinestones really change colors, but the rose stays more consistent. So the top half is rainbow, the bottom half is rose. Hey, Danny. Oh, you're fine. I think I'll show my screen while I do this other two real quick too.
I'm gonna try to cut out some other shapes because I don't really want to waste a full sheet of sublimation paper. So I'm gonna cut out something else. Bar stuff.
Okay, I'm going to try to share my screen again.
Okay.
Read.
Thank you, Karen. Okay, let's see if that works. All righty, so get rid of that. Okay, we're going back into silhouette. And then here's the bunnies that I found. And if anyone's interested in the files, let us know. Patrice can put the link to hers in there. I think I'm going to use this bunny leopard bow PNG. So I'm going to drag it over there. One thing I noticed about these files earlier is, well, let me make it large so you can see. They look textured. And so it's a little bit, it's a little bit different, but I like it okay. For some reason, it's not, my silhouette isn't wanting to select it.
What are you trying to do here?
I'm just trying to select this bunny, and my silhouette is not
Acting weird.
Yep, it's not in with me.
Oh, click the select. No.
Yeah, I tried that. Might have to close it out and come back.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, there's my instructions I started. Just see. Let's bring it in again.
It's cute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's this. Okay. I had the spinning wheel of death for a minute.
Oh.
But I think silhouette has caught up to it. Oh my gosh.
The spinning wheel of death. I can't.
It finally caught up with itself. Okay. So this bunny is currently really, really big. Let's move it down to 2 inches. And then just gonna zoom in on it. I don't want it to say Happy Easter. That Happy Easter would be so tiny that it wouldn't show. So there's a couple reasons, There's a couple ways that I can get rid of this Happy Easter. And what I have learned is when I can just cut, it works better for me than when I erase. Because sometimes when you erase, there's little artifacts left that you have to find. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We'll see if it does it this time. So I'm going to erase that. That probably won't happen this time, but we'll see. Okay. So I think everything's gone that I want to be gone. So what I'm going to do is select all the way around. Okay, it got rid of everything. So that's fine. Here's the other way you could do it. You could use this cut tool, the knife tool, and if you're designed straight enough, you can use it. All right, let's see if that cut that off. Nope, it didn't cut it off. I might not have gone far enough this way because you have to be beyond what you're cutting. Just go way over here. And we'll go way over here. And that time it cut it. So there we go. Also with silhouette, you know, you get those pesky red outlines. So I'm going to go up to Panel, Line Style. Click on this right side and change it to transparent. Okay. Did I not have it selected? There we go. So it got rid of those lines. Now I need to make a shape for this. I can find a shape in Creative Fabrica, a shape of an earring, but I'm just going to make an oval to go with this. And we're going to make the bunny a little smaller. Good enough. And then we're going to go here to the shapes and we're going to draw an oval. Okay, you don't see the oval because remember I went to panel and changed line style. So that's what happens when you do that. Let's go ahead and give it a fill so we can see it. Okay. Now let's put the bunny on top. So with the bunny selected, we have to go up to, let's see, Object, Arrange, and Bring to Front. So the only thing I'm trying to do now is just size my earring and my bunny. So I want my earring to be about 2 inches tall. And for my bunny to fit on that, that bunny's going to have smaller dimensions because the ears are so wide. So let's go to the Select tool and let's just drag it down until it fits. All right, that looks fine. Now, I don't want just a plain white background. You know, I like polka dots. So with the gray selected, we're going to go over here to the Fill panel, click on it, and then let's go to Pattern. We're going to look for a pattern. Yuck. We're going to look for a pattern to put behind this. And that's not what I want. Let's go with this pink one. Now, if that's too pink for the earring, because I think the earring, the pink in the earring is kind of a peachy pink. So I want to do a couple things. First of all, I want to turn down the transparency of the pink layer. See, I'm making it lighter. And then I think I want to go ahead and copy paste it. And I want to have a solid fill of kind of a tan. So let's pick this. And then for now, I'm going to turn transparency all the way up, and I'm going to put it behind my pink layer. So with the tan layer selected, I'm going to Object, Arrange, and Send Back. And then you can see how that warmed it up. I think that is much more in line with the color of the bunny. Now maybe it's too much, so I can change the transparency of that brown and just get it to something I like. And I think that looks fine.
That looks good.
So let me move him. Let's get these two things so that they are aligned perfectly. And then I'm going to go to Object and Group. And then if I wanted to, I could put a small offset around this bunny. I think maybe it would help set it off. So let's go to the Offset tool, select Offset. I don't really want this large of an offset, but I want to show you what it's going to look like. So I clicked Apply, and now let's change it white. That is way too large. I just barely want there to be an offset. So I'm going to delete that offset. If I click on it and go back to offset, it's defaulted to the offset I used last time. I know that's too large, so I can just turn it down. And let's go ahead and try that. And pick the white. Where'd it go? I lost my offset. Let's see what's going on. Did I not offset it? Let's try that again. Oh, it set at 0. Okay, so we're going to say Apply. And then we're going to go pick a color for it. And I'm going to pick white. Now, if I want to tone that down, and I think I do because there's really, this is cream in the background. I'm going to pull my bunny off. first I'm going to get rid of all those red lines by going to the line style under panels, changing that to transparent. I have 2 offsets. That's where it was. Okay, so I have my white offset selected. I'm going to use my dropper tool, and then I'm going to find something that's a light cream color in the bunny and click on that. So if you watch the white, it's going to become more creamy. And I don't know if you could even tell it changed. So if you, what is going on? Okay. Click the dropper tool. There we go. Now I'm going to find something that's kind of creamy. And it must have toned it down a little bit. Because oh, I'm still online instead of fill. That's my issue. Okay, so now we're going to the dropper tool. Now, okay, I might as well quit.
What are you trying to do, Mary?
I'm trying to use the dropper tool. All right, select what you want to change, then choose the dropper tool, then pick a color. There, I finally have success. Now, I think that's maybe a little too creamy. So let's select what I want to change again, go to the dropper tool, and let's just go with that. Pretty much looks white, but we're fine.
Cute.
Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. I just want to align these 2 things. Okay, it's picking up something here. Here we go. Look at this little artifact down here. Right there. That little guy's going to cause me issues. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm circling, but that's going to be a problem. So let's delete it and then select these 2 things. Go Object, Align. We're going to center them both vertically and horizontally. And then I'm going to go ahead and just group those together. All right. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. I'll print these out. And then we'll see if the We Create can cut the unisub. I'm going to stop sharing and see what you guys are doing.
Not that much, Marilyn. I'm about to cut out some more. I have like 4 pairs cut out, but I need to cut out something else. But that's all.
And Eve looks perplexed. Now, I think Creations by Miss C was asking if you can sublimate on the acrylic. Some acrylics you can. This is a special kind of acrylic that sublimates from the bottom. So it really has a different look than just a flat sublimation. But there's how it looks.
Oh, that's pretty.
Let me make this. Actually, let me put it up to the front camera. There.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, I like the way this works. I like how it comes through that clear acrylic. But I have also sublimated on white acrylic. And that works too. It just doesn't have the depth that this stuff does. Evelyn, the Unisub, I got mine from Heat Transfer Warehouse. I looked on Amazon. I didn't find it, but I found a PYD Life thing that was basically the same thing. Eve, how are you doing?
I am trying to send the pictures to be printed. So that's what I'm doing now.
So yeah, they turned out cute.
Look really cute.
They did turn out cute.
Creations by Miss C said, of course, the duckies. Yeah, Kristen, I do too. I've used them for earrings before and tumbler things before, and then my scissors holder that I have a video coming out with.
Patrice, you already printed your duckies? I mean, your bunnies?
Not yet. I'm cutting one more thing, and then I'm gonna put them all on one page and sew them all at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping to be able to do.
Well, that's
But
all
I do
one.
have all the pieces cut, so.
He's trying to be efficient.
You know what? I think I know what's wrong.
Oopsie. You know, on my videos, I don't rush, but when I get on live and I'm trying to show something, I just rush.
Yay! Quit printing. Now I'll be able to do 50,000 earrings because I sent it to print I don't know how many times thinking something was wrong.
Mylene said your dress be cute with cowboy boots.
Me?
Yep, it would be. Thank you guys, everybody that's coming in. Hey, Addie. Or was it Kwanda that just came in? I thought I said hi to Addie earlier.
Super cute.
Hey, Sylvia. Oh, Eve. Becky, you're supposed to be doing tech stuff. She said, my apologies, but Eve SS6 White is sold out.
No, it's not. Which one?
SS6 White. Sharon, we are concentrating. We're concentrating hard.
Sold out. Then neon white AB. Neon white AB. It should be fine with neon white AB.
I am loving this long USB extender cord.
You didn't show me the blue out. Let's see. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah, what did it? Right, you. You might be talking about the buy-in. Let me see.
Let's see if she said.
Because it's showing in stock.
Miss Becky, she said, oh, yeah, but I had to order these before I forgot.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, wait, it be. Shows and stuff. No, there's nothing to buy in.
Okay. Just like last time, I'm going to make my earring blank just a little smaller than the print design.
This. I don't show them out of stock. Let me see what you're trying to find. What you're looking at.
Faker McFake says, looking for the clack fans to sublimate. Everyone I know wants some. I'm trying to figure out. I don't understand those yet.
So when they're dancing, I just ordered some from Alibaba because
Oh, okay.
you know.
Now I get it. Okay, I get it totally.
I had a request to make some, so I actually ordered some from Alibaba to make for a graduation party.
Oh, nice. Are they real big? Like the ones I've seen, they're pretty big.
They're 13 inches. The ones I ordered from Alibaba are like 13 inches. They have them pretty reasonable, I guess. They were, I guess, a lot cheaper before, but now since they're super popular and everyone, the cost has gone up.
She said it's the snow, Eve.
No, it isn't 6. Okay. All right. And buy-in or the? Let me look in this right quick. Because it didn't show that out of stuff either. Oh no.
Smurf said she's going to try. Sylvia said she's going to try the SS6 for the first time.
Oh, girl. Trying SS6.
Trying to go over to Patrice's side.
The light is over here, so.
Okay, Miss Becky. For the snow, let me know any other color.
Come to the light.
That Marilyn is dead.
Come to the light.
SS6.
Come to the light.
Apparently, I keep closing my eyes when I see it. She says the buy-in. Yeah, Evelyn, I've seen them as a fad, but now I understand it. I didn't even think about dancers.
Yeah.
You had somebody emailing me about them today. It's like, oh, I don't do the fun thing. I don't know what it is.
I mean, you could technically though, you could make your own. We could even make our own and make like the little the fan part where the plastic is. We can make that with some very, very thin acrylic. Eve, you can use your 3D printer. Where's Josie at? Josie
I was getting ready to say 3D print
yeah.
probably would be easier.
Josie was in here.
And they sell the screws on Amazon that go in between the bars that makes it like go like an accordion. And get a piece of polyester nylon or just regular polyester fabric. My hands are so filthy. You could totally make your own too. I was just too lazy. I don't want to make my own. I want to order it from Alibaba.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. But Sylvia said she'll see how it goes because they're so small. I think they're beautiful. I just, I have so many SS10s and I don't want to start over.
Okay, that's that.
I have to remember how to use this software. You know how you have to do the hand to move your screen?
Mm-hmm.
I had forgot that.
Which software are you in now? Recreate?
Yeah, now I'm in WeCreate.
Let me try this.
Fan ribs and scrapbook. Oh, Kristen, I bet that was cute.
Oh, no.
Kristen, where'd you get your fan ribs? Were they on Amazon?
They have on Amazon. They have you can almost get anything on Amazon.
Love it.
All right. So that's That's that. That's that. That's that. That's that.
You know, the software is so similar, but yet on just moving things around, the software is very different.
Whoops.
Tim has been working so hard. We did some work in our backyard last summer, so now it's time to get the grass seed going. And so he rented a tiller, tilled the entire backyard, spread seed. Now he's out there watering all the time and building fence.
Nice.
I'm like,
Busy. My friend's always working hard.
he is. It's like he's getting too old to work that hard.
I think he likes working hard, Marilyn.
He does. He does. Okay, so I got my shapes made, but I can hear him out there pounding on it right now, and it's dark out.
All right. Yay.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Mylene.
My beans.
She said use an old fan, take it apart, and then use sublimation fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And the templates are on Etsy. Somebody was asking me for them today. They were on
wow.
Etsy.
I
So
love
templates
this.
are easy to get.
Carrie Craft says, work hard, Jeep harder.
That would be cute.
Oh, and Patricia said she did that. Used an old fan.
I thought that made it that long ago.
Eve, have you cut your material out yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. And it cut fine?
Yes. It cut perfectly. I just need to make sure it's sublimated like it was supposed to. That's what I'm worried about. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Okay.
That's it.
I'm going to make you big.
It's so pretty. Oh my God.
In just a minute.
Ouch.
I'll find string there. There it is. All right, let's see.
So that's the one part, the pink floral.
Cute, cute.
That turned out super cute. And then let's see how this one turned out. I love these. And this is the zigzaggy.
Oh, that is cute.
I love those.
It's super pretty. And then here's the Asian fabric one. Kind of plain, but it's still pretty because I like the Asian fabric look.
That's pretty.
Nice.
And I did these. I got to do the rest of them. I was just like, let me slow my roll and do a few first and then do the rest of them. But and here's the duckies.
Oh,
Cute.
So I already have the acrylic cut out as well. So now I just gotta add the hardware. And what's that? 1, 2, 3 pair of earrings will be done. It's the hardware part that'll make you say horrible things if you ain't careful.
Not if you ain't careful.
Oh, yeah. I need to grab mine.
I gotta get ready. I'm gonna get ready to sub mine. I'm printing out now.
That went real good. All right, so this is this part. This is gonna be cute. No, I didn't print any yellow. I should have printed some yellow. to go with the ducks, but I can do another pair. So that's the acrylic. Eh, we're gonna make it work. So let's go here. That's the bottom part. That's the top part. Hopefully I can get this to work right, y'all. There we go.
Here I told you to do a test cut, and I didn't make any circles to do a test cut.
And guess who forgot to do a test cut? I didn't even do a test cut. Should have, but I didn't. I was determined.
Yeah, I've never cut this on the We Create before. I'm a little nervous on what setting to use. It's gonna have to be slow. This little Vista though, it cuts wood so cleanly.
Mm-hmm. Every time I see y'all use the Vista, it does really well.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's saying they're cute, love the flowers, they're so pretty.
Did I do the right one? Okay, this is how it's supposed to look. I did the wrong end, but see.
Oh,
so
cute. Love them.
The perfect color acrylic that you use with that looks so pretty.
Okay, so now I gotta do these guys. Is this the right one? I'm getting old, can't see.
Don't say that.
It's the truth.
It's the truth solo, like it's the truth. Even you're a hot mess.
It is true. Okay. Let's do this one. This red. I think that's red.
I got you on focus. Spotlight.
Huh? She got me bigger. Is that what you said? I'm bigger.
Yeah, you're right. Put Patrice bigger. See what she's doing over there all night.
I can't see nothing except my face.
Let's see what you're doing over there, Patrice.
I'm getting some backgrounds so that I can print out. Okay, so you guys already saw my little bunnies that I cut out, but then I also print out some butterfly wings for earrings. So I have this pair right here that I have, and
cute. Those are so
cute. They're just sliced in half.
Oh, that's gonna be pretty.
So I'm gonna make those, and those are pretty long, but I like them. So I'm just looking for a nice background. One's gonna be pink. And then the other, I don't know, maybe I'll put some sunflowers or something in it. I don't know yet.
That would be pretty.
Thank you.
Sunflowers. What did I do? Oh. Okay, there's that part. And there's that part.
Decisions.
Thank you, Ruji. Thank you, Laura. I use for all those digital papers. You always, yes, Kristen. I do like the digital papers. Those are usually fun to use. Is that gonna look right? We're gonna make it look right. All right.
Okay, it was on a speed of 5 and it didn't cut all the way through, so I'm going to have to back it off a little slower.
It's the back of the unicep that's super hard to.
Yeah.
These for the P2, I think I had like a speed of 12. That's good.
Cute.
Hi, Victoria's Creations. Welcome. Hey, Ruji. Ruji says, get them all. You'll find something to use them for. I don't know if she's talking to you guys or somebody in the chat's talking about what they want to buy.
The backgrounds probably because Kristen said, I think that's what she's talking to, because Kristen was saying she gets all the digital backgrounds.
Always down.
I do too. If I find one I like, I do get them.
Ruji, yay! She said she just digitized her new logo, like how it stitched out.
Oh, nice. It's always a fun, awesome feeling. I cannot find my earrings. I just had them earlier. There's one.
This. I'm just gonna go with this. Stress myself out. So much.
Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. I gotta find the rest of my earring pieces. My daughter came yesterday. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Good, good. And she was like, because I made the earrings with Patrice the other day, and I guess she was in the bushes and I didn't know it. So she was like, did you see my message? I wanted you to make me some earrings. And I'm like, no, I didn't see your message. Yeah, because I want some purple and blue ones. And I was like, no, I didn't see that message. Well, I want you to make me some blue and blue ones. And I'm like, okay. So we sat there and made earrings last night.
What?
Purple and blue, I think. Okay. Let's see what color. What color were those earrings? Let me see. Because we made them last night. I was not expecting to be making earrings, but I did. Oh, yeah. No, purple and yellow and Patrice's color.
Teal.
Yeah. There's the purple and yellow we did. And then there's the yellow and teal.
Oh, that looks so cute.
And then she sent a picture saying, I wear my earrings and I got so many compliments.
Those are both cute.
Oh.
Bobby, she is concentrating.
Like,
I think it's cutting through this time.
I did it again.
It did.
Yay.
It is really, really, really dirty, but it should clean off just fine. Okay, I was going to show this. I'll show it before we get off the porch. So here's how it cut. And they're very dirty. And like the sides are super dirty.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what happens with lasers and wood. Acrylic, you're not going to have the sides like that, but you're going to have wood is going to be like that. I like to clean my sides first because if you don't, when you clean the top, it's going to go. I mean, if you clean the top first and then you do the sides, you're going to put some of it on the top. But you kind of have to go back and forth. And because this had to cut so slow, it has a lot of soot on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Patrice was saying, this stuff is tough to get through. Okay, cleaned up perfectly fine. I see one black thing in the middle. It might actually be a flaw in the coating because the laser didn't even do anything in there. Yep, I think it's a flaw in the coating.
All right.
Friends asking, what are you using, Marilyn, to clean?
This is 90% rubbing alcohol.
No. Okay. Oh.
Heat press going off?
Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it back on. That's cute. Okay. So there's those.
I need to break out my sundresses, but I don't have any. Well, I guess you're not wearing a sundress. I need to get some summer dresses this summer.
Yes, Marilyn, you should.
That's so cute.
Love a pretty sundress.
Okay, this one has a dot in the same place. So I'm wondering if it did do some beam in the middle for some reason. I don't know why it would have.
And you did an offset?
No, I mean, no, I made the blank smaller. I hope I remembered to make the blank smaller than the paper. But there's just a little dot. Can you see there's a little bitty black dot right here?
Yeah.
And it's on both of them in the same place.
We'll go back. Or did you close out of a Silhouette Studio?
Oh, I wonder if I had a little artifact there.
Yeah.
I'll bet I did. Let me go back in and open them back up. I had to have. What else would that be?
Ooh.
All right, let's see if I can match this up. I have my print out of all the stuff I'm going to be using.
I'm going to get 2 pairs of earrings made and 10, or Patrice going to have 10 done.
No, I'm not.
I can't even get my Silhouette to open. You know, earlier it was being weird.
Mm-hmm.
See. Maybe it's somewhere over here. Already open. That's why it's not opening.
Where is?
Oh, here I am bad mouthing it. I think it's down at the bottom of my computer.
And drop one of my things or something. What ifs? Okay. So
why am I so bright?
I need the blue. The blue cut. And then I need.
So, E, what time and temp did you use for your Unisub?
380 for 40 seconds.
Okay.
And it turned out perfect.
Okay.
Perfectly.
I set mine for 385 for 55 seconds. We'll see if that's a little overkill.
Right. I need one more. Oh, there they are. Okay. I'll do the same thing. Yes, I did. But it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. Okay. So I need.
Bobby, I rarely ever used a mouse, but I actually did buy a mouse recently because a software that I was using wanted me to right click so often, and I don't do that so well without the mouse. So I did buy one. It's cute. It's pink.
I can't work on a laptop without a mouse.
I haven't used it yet, but
okay. So blue.
Shay, your silhouette was acting up too. Here's the deal is I can see that mine's open down at the very bottom of my screen, and it's under my, on a Mac, what's that toolbar at the bottom called? Toolbar? But it's under there, and I can't grab it. So I'm going to have to just probably close it out and start again. There we go. Kawanda, I know she would. She would love my little pink mouse.
Shay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It is still way down there. That is so weird.
Okay, so there's that.
Ellen said, unbiased, just going to ignore us while we're talking pink, I guess. Okay. Get some scrap paper back out. So with this, I always like to press with paper side up, other than, what is it? Those glass cutting boards. I think that's the only thing that I've cut or subbed with paper side down.
Okay. I need another one. Okay. Makes more sense.
So I have this cheat hardware for earrings. I really love it. And you don't have to have the jump ring or anything yet. But here, I'll show you here. It looks like that. And so this little clamp just goes over your blank and you close it.
That's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it easy.
Yes.
Easier.
Well, and I feel like sometimes the way earrings are, if you put one jump ring on, they hang sideways. If you put two on, they get a little floppy.
Okay, so that's there.
Right, Shay Shay. We knew it would bring you out of the bushes. And Shay Shay, before you go back in the bushes, let me show you. And anybody that came in after we started, let me show you my next video, what it's going to be about. Because it's really cute.
It is very cute.
It's a scissors holder. And the top of it, oops. The top of it, I used the sublimatable acrylic that you sublimate from the bottom side. So I made different sizes of slots depending upon the scissors. I used some little test cuts. And then I put Making with Marilyn on this, I don't know if that's daisies or what those are, but on this background. It's just so pretty. I have discovered I love these double bend scissors. I think I love those better than the single bend scissors. But anyway, if you guys are interested, I'm going to post a video tomorrow on this.
Very interested. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
All right, so that's done. That's done. That's going to be done. That's going to be done.
Thanks, Momo Girl. Thanks, Kawanga. Oh, cute.
Oh, those are cute, Mary.
Cute little rabbit earrings. Let me take them off. I'll show them on the front camera because it's better. Now, it was hard to see the sublimation outside of the blank, so I didn't get it centered very well, at least on that one. This one looks good. Except for this one, his ears got a tiny bit cut off. There they are. Very cute.
They are cute.
Cute, cute, cute.
Adorable.
Oh, that was your last pair of earrings?
That was it.
Little off.
So in other words, we need to hurry up, Patrice.
Yep.
Me and you got to get to it.
Yep. I messed up one little bunny, but it's fine.
Did you already sublimate them?
Yeah, I just subbed all of the ones that I had at one time. Oh, and I broke my little ear.
Okay, so I messed up. Do I have?
Just gotta put on my.
Well, first they were too narrow, then I opened them up too much. There we go.
this.
The bunny's missing a little bling. That is funny. Yeah, where could we put bling on you? Thanks, Penny. Thanks, Edna. Thanks, Addie. Thanks, Kawanda. Thanks, everybody up above that I can't see. Thanks, Donzel. Sublimation acrylic. Yes, so Shay, the scissors thing is made out of sublimation acrylic. And then what I'm using now, this is like a Sublipanel, Subliboard. And so it's a wood board. This you could actually cut on your diode laser. And so you could make the same type of top for a scissors holder using this and then sublimate on it. The sublimatable acrylic has a clear, most of the depth of it is clear, and you would need, it requires a CO2 laser. But this Sublipanel stuff is super, super cute to work with too. As you can see, really cute. And then this was the sublimatable acrylic, and it just kind of has a different look, kind of has depth. Everybody hopped into Easter with your cute earrings. Thank you. Thanks, Ruji.
All right. Finally, I can get this going on here.
Thanks, DB. I gotta see what time this restaurant closes. Gotta make sure I don't miss it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we're good. We're good. I'd send Tim if I needed to. Thanks, Kawanda.
Y'all done?
What?
Y'all done with your earrings?
I'm just
I'm
putting
not.
mine together.
Edie's still working.
The sublimation acrylic is thicker than the regular acrylic or the Subliboard. So I might have to use regular jump rings on these because I didn't put my hole very close to the top. No, I don't know. It might work.
That's what it does. Okay. Blue.
Nope. Too thick.
Here.
Yeah, this is too thick for these types of hardware.
Let's see. I am loving using this P2.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks, Renee. Yeah, I'll just have to grab some other software. I keep saying software. I'll have to grab some other hardware I don't have out here with me for these, but I think they're really cute. Thanks, Renee. Put a cute bunny in an air freshener. So are they Sublimation air fresheners?
All right. Now it can be cute. Let's close that down.
Patrice, you have any classes this weekend?
No.
Good for your last weekend before school starts.
Yeah. No classes. I planned. I'm like, I couldn't do it.
Now, if you would rather reserve Monday to not be on live, we could do it during the afternoon this weekend. Totally up to you.
Girl. We're doing Monday.
Okay. All right. So for those of you that want to watch, we're doing Crafternoon Monday, postponed from this past Monday. And we're going to bling the tops of some Minnie Mouse tumblers.
Yep.
Patrice, do you still have your website and sell those on your website?
I don't know if I have them on the website, but I still have quite a few too.
So Bobby, the next live will be tomorrow night, and it'll be Patrice. I think even Patrice are both going to do laser stuff.
Yep.
And then Sunday, Eve will be live. And how about So Good? When's that?
I don't know. Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. I haven't decided yet. I do know it's going to be on my channel. I just know Saturday, Sunday.
And then on Monday, I think at 1 o'clock Central probably, then we're going to bling out some tumbler tops. Some Minnie Mouse or Mickey Mouse tumbler tops.
That's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. Marlene, what'd you get from Michael's that were okay? Oh, the air fresheners? Yes, Kristen. So we're blinging with flat back rhinestones. Oh, Penny's had a day of craft fails. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
She said, maybe tomorrow I can think of them as learning opportunities. Yes. I know it's hard in the moment. It is so hard in the moment. But you've probably learned from them. Bobby, gonna sneak that one in? Oh, Patrice is putting some on.
Look.
Putting my earrings on. Yes, Marilyn.
Better put mine on too then.
I have two. I gotta show you guys the other ones, but I'm gonna put in my little bunny earrings that I'm gonna wear with my shirt. See my you guys can't. I gotta turn it the right way. I always do it the wrong way. Let me put this in the other ear. Look how cute!
Oh, it is cute.
That is cute.
And my shirt matches it. I'm gonna show y'all the shirt.
I just realized I didn't have on earrings either, which is crazy.
I can put it in.
I normally have on earrings.
I gotta turn it so y'all can see it. Look at her little cute self. She's so cute. And then of course I had to make a matching
Puff
keychain.
keychain. Super cute.
Nice.
And then let me show you my other. I'm gonna wait. Let me get the shirt real quick since Marilyn's putting the spotlight on me, right?
Yep.
Oh, not the yep, Marilyn.
Yep.
So we didn't get a text message from Dubson.
No.
Look. So see that my shirt and then I have my earrings that match.
Oh, cute.
Cute together.
I'm gonna wear that to work. And then okay, so the earrings I made these butterfly wings. Earrings.
Oh, those are pretty.
Oh, those are so nice.
And then here's the other ones. I actually broke, I don't know what the center part, like part of the antenna of one of my butterflies, but it's fine. I'm still gonna wear them.
Oh, cute too.
So
I like the pink one.
You like the pink ones? I know.
Those are cute.
And then I have extras so that I can make a pair for somebody. And then let's see, these are so big. You see how these would be like super dope. Let me do a comparison so y'all can see the difference in the size. Can you tell the difference in the size a little bit?
I can see the difference. Put a big one in one ear and a small one in the other ear, though. I'll bet the big ones will be fine.
It'll be fine.
He's cute. They're cute.
Cute.
I like the teeny ones. The teeny ones are cute.
And then my little butt.
These are nice. I like those. Those are cute.
They're gonna be really, really, really nice. And look at these.
Oh yeah, those show up really well with your hair.
I love these. Thank you, Marilyn, for having me.
Welcome. Thanks for coming on. D. Smith said make a necklace out of the big one.
Yeah.
And little girls that don't maybe either they don't have their ears pierced or they shouldn't be wearing big earrings. Little girls. Mm-hmm. I make pendants out of this stuff for my great nieces, and they love them.
That's true. Okay. I'll do something like that. I like these. These are going to be my spring earrings.
So here's one of my pair of earrings that I don't have hardware in yet.
Cute.
Very cute. And then there's these. I don't know if you can see them or not, but they turned out really cute.
They did. They look amazing.
Let me put my earrings on.
Oh, Eve's going to put hers on.
Y'all going to make me put my duckies on. But here's the duckies. There's a duck.
Oh, they're so cute.
So I didn't realize that I had
Wait, it's a little blurry. Okay, I see one little ducky over there down at the bottom.
Yeah, one little ducky there, one little ducky on the other one. I didn't realize that I had I gotta pay attention because when I made it the first time, the top piece only had a hole at the bottom. I didn't have the hole at the top. So I ended up having to cut the acrylic again in order to have the two. Oh, those are cute. Oh, even though that one's backwards, but they're cute. And then I only have one done because I've run out of the hooks up here, but there's a pink one.
Oh, that's cute. I like is that like a glitter acrylic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, glitter acrylic. So I need more earring hooks. And then here's the red pair. And I got a couple others I gotta do that are already sublimated. I just gotta get them done. And here's the red pair with the triangle.
Cute. Yes.
Come on, there we go. So it's kind of like a Asian floral.
Mm-hmm.
That's
with
pretty.
the red at the bottom.
Cute. I like how you mix the wood with the acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the sub board is actually really cute. So I have these bottoms and the glitter pink triangle top I got to put together. And then I have the same thing happened with this. I had a bottom hole and a top hole. So I had to sublimate again to make a pair of bottoms
Okay,
that I
yeah.
could make, put the top, because I have the top, the red top to put to them. So I got to do that. But it was fun.
It
I
was
need
fun.
more earring hooks. I have them somewhere near here because they spilled on the floor last night and I had to pick them all up. So I know I have them. I just don't know what I've done with them.
Oh, if you're
Thank
like
you,
me, there's
Marilyn.
probably
It was
still a
fun.
few on the ground. You're
I
welcome.
know. The ones that I have, I did find on the ground. Boots on the ground. Hooks on the ground. Hooks on the ground.
Oh, that's funny. Y'all want me one of these. I'm sorry, Patricia. Thanks, Diane. Thank you. Thanks, thanks, everyone. Oh, yeah, I wonder if I can get mine to work still. I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, I don't have.
No.
I had nothing.
It was working one time.
Come a little bit closer with it. Yeah, like a little bit closer. See if that works. No.
No, I don't know why it
Okay.
worked that one time. I hadn't updated my. Look at Patricia.
Oh, I found them. Yeah, I knew mine. I don't have Apple, so it wouldn't work.
I have no idea why it worked the one time for me. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, the lasers is cute.
Very Star Warsy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or is that? Yeah, Star Wars. All righty. Thank you, Kawanda. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for coming on. We appreciate it. It was a nice time. I appreciate you two coming on. Let's see. Tomorrow night, be on the lookout. Either Saturday or Sunday, be on the lookout for So Good. And then Sunday night, 8 Central, Eve will be back on. And Monday, Sharon wants you to do it again.
Which one?
The lasers.
Oh, wait.
Oh, not the storm.
Oh, that's funny. And then Monday, probably 1 Central will come on and do those tumbler tops, the Mickey tumbler tops. So be watching. Have you know? Yeah. Are you gonna do that red one?
Yeah, I have it waiting for us.
Okay, so maybe I'll do the black one. I was either gonna do the red one or the black one. So maybe I'll do the black one. That way we'll have 2 different colors.
That's good.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Anyway, thank you guys for coming on tonight. And thanks for everybody that's here. I appreciate it. If you're interested, check out the video on the scissors holder. Hopefully that'll be out tomorrow. And other than that, happy crafting. You guys want to say anything before we leave?
Yep. Later, y'all.
Thanks for coming.
All right. See ya, guys. Bye.